Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Rice Owls offense takes the field. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to the back. At the 45, on his way. There he goes down the right side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're just about ready to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play it.
Taking a shot on the first play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finds a tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Tackled immediately after the catch. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this ball will be downed at around the 20.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third down, he drops to throw. He makes the connection. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Owls. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Gonna take a shot. Got it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? Quick touch pass to the receiver. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
42 Spider. 4-2
The aerial assault continues. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody.
Open runway ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The offense starts with a short field. The RPO, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Red pass, it's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And they're able to get him down. Got it. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least...
And that pass intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Listen.
Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 15. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Little touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off play action on 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this 2nd half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute for them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Makes his connection. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going.
Here we go. Cut it. Ready.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Owls! And the beatdown has ensued. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. Still on his feet. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to take a shot. Snags it. Touchdown, Rice. And the route is on.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to throw. It's Gathers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Shakes off the tackler. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Trying to find his man on first down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Now on the option. The pitch. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rice. And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Back to throw, it's Gathers. And wings it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're...
Oh, look out on the right. The 40. At the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in...
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 30. Who gives a hoot? The stomping has commenced. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down coming up.
Let's go!
Looking downfield, it's Gathers. Dumps it to the back. Right on target this time. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking to throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
Easy.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Broncos are flying down the field. He's going to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Going to the running game. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just... quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Now on second down.
3:25.
Dropping back, it's Gathers. Looking to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held.
Looking for a deep man. Can't connect on his first throw. This offense has a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the third play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see if you're the coaching staff.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. To the air, it's Gathers, trying to get to him. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.